Hello everyone, this is Sam Overton and I'm going to give you the 10 steps to find the perfect business idea. Come check me out. Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. We're going to go over the 10 steps to find the perfect business idea. I'm going to get right into it. Step number 1, you want to make sure you look within. And what do I mean by looking within? You want to make sure you know what you're passionate about, what you have skills in, and things that you have that you're very knowledgeable about. So for me, for example, I am a tech enthusiast, so I love technology. I'm actually a web developer. I program, and I have a passion for helping small businesses. And so my thing, what I want to do right now, is to help small businesses with their technology implementation, their marketing, and different things like that. And so my focus is, my passion is helping small businesses and growing small businesses, even my own businesses. And my skills are, I know a lot about technology. I know a lot about programming and different things like that. So I'm going to utilize those skills to benefit small businesses on what they need, what technology do they need, or possibly review certain technology that will be beneficial for those businesses. So step 2 is you want to make sure you figure out a problem that is going on in those areas that you're passionate about, that you have knowledge about, that you have skills in. You want to figure out what's the problems in those areas. Like for me, there's a lot of small businesses that don't know what technology to use. A lot of people just start their businesses just grunting it out, making it work, just figuring things out here and there, but they don't know always the right technology to use, what is best for their business. So that's a problem in the area that I'm in. So what I would do is I would figure out how can I solve that? What can I provide to those businesses that hasn't been provided before? And maybe it's something like doing reviews for those businesses, like on different technology, or going in and showing them the different technologies that they can use to help benefit their businesses. So you want to make sure that you figure out what the problem is in the particular industry, what you're passionate about, what you have knowledge about. You want to know what that problem is and get that figured out and have a solution to that problem. So now you have a good idea on the skills you have, what you're passionate about, what you have knowledge about, and you figured out the problem in that area. So you know what people problems and challenges they're facing in those areas. So now you want to step back and figure out what is your purpose? Why are you doing this? That's step number 3. Figuring out what your purpose is. And the reason why I say that is because there's going to be times when things get tough. That's how it is in businesses. Things always don't go as planned. They almost rarely go perfectly. So during those times when you're faced with challenges, what is the thing that's going to make you get up in the middle of the night if you need to take care of something, or wake up early, or stay up late? What is that thing that is going to drive you? For me, the first reason is I just want to help as many small businesses as I can. That's just my thing. But another thing is that I want financial freedom. That is really the main reason why I do this. I want to be financially free to be able to travel with my family anytime I want to, go any place we want to go, do anything that we want to do, and have anything that we want to have, and give whatever we want to be able to give. And so I know that having businesses that work for me will do that. And I know also other people want that, and I want to help other people get to that particular area in their life where they can just be, they have a lot more freedom. So For me, that is what gets me up every day. That is what makes me record these YouTube videos. That is what makes me stay up to 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I have to be up at 7. So you have to figure out what is going to be your thing that gets you up, that makes you stay up late, or that makes you wake up really early. What is that purpose? What drives you? What gives you that no matter what, I'm going to get this done? And that is step number 3. Step number 4 is think of a very specific skill that you have. So what do I mean by this? So I am a programmer, but with programming, what is the skill that I have? There's so many things that you can do with programming. It's many skills you can have. So one particular skill that I have with programming is that I can actually develop a website for people. I can develop a website from start to scratch for people. And so that is a specific skill that I have. And I know we talked about this in step 1, like figuring out what skills you have, but that was a broader outlook on it. And now you want to be very, very specific on what type of skill you have, so then you know what you can offer people as a solution to a certain problem. That goes to step number 5. Step number 5 is you have to use those skills to solve a problem. It's plain and simple. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to figure out the specific skill that we have, solve a problem. It's like for me, for a time I developed websites for people. That was a specific skill, and that's something that I can offer as a package to small businesses that don't have websites, or I can look into how to make their websites more efficient, or how to make sure that they can sell things on their website, different things like that. That's a problem for some businesses. They don't know what to do in those situations. They don't know how to sell on their website, or how to make their website more efficient for their business, and I can provide that as a specific skill that they can use. Step number 6, you don't need it all figured out, but you do need to do the research. Research is very important, and this is where a lot of people skip. Sometimes, even myself, I think that I know what I want to do. I had this passion for it. Now let's go. Let's just jump into it. And that's not always the best idea. You do want to react quickly. You don't want to wait. You don't want to bide your time, because a lot of times when that happens, you tend to not get into what you're trying to do. You tend not to fulfill that purpose. And when I say you, I'm talking about me as well, us as a whole. And so what you want to do is do a little bit of research. You can't just go in without any knowledge. You want to know what your competition is. You want to know how people are searching for certain things within the area that you're looking into. And that is step number 6. We got to do the research. Step number 7 is connected to step 6, because it gives you tools that you can use right away in order for you to start researching your specific area of expertise, your area the problem that you're trying to solve. And the things that you can use is called Google Keyword Planner, or you can use Google Trends. And what these two resources provide is you can do keyword searches for certain things in your area, particularly what people are searching, what people are looking for, and you can go really in depth into these areas on your research. You want to research what the competition is doing, how they're looking up certain customers and different things like that. You can go really deep with these free tools that you can use, and these tools can provide a lot of insight in what you're doing. It can also provide, should I really be doing this? Is there something else that you can be doing instead of solving that problem? Maybe you'll come across another problem that you have is similar, but you never would have known without doing that research. So I really advise you to use these tools. Step number 8, how do you overcome the competition? This is a huge question. This is what a lot of people fear. There's too much competition in their area of expertise. So what do? How do you overcome these things? Well, the first thing you want to do is you want to know your competition. Who who are the biggest people in your market? What do they do for the customers? How do they cater to the customers that you're trying to go after? You want to know their products better than they do. You want to know how do they capture their customers better than you do. Better than they do. So what you'll do is you'll use those tools, Google Keyword Planner or Google Trends, to kind of figure out what people are looking for. You'll go to their website, research how do they market to their customers? How do they get customers to their website? There's many different things that you can do. You can sign up for their free email newsletter or different things like that to see how they're catering to their customers. And then what I'll do after that is I will figure out what they aren't doing for the customers, or some of the things that they may be doing for the customers. You can do it better. And another thing you can do is you can really niche down. Maybe you don't have to go after that general customer that is you're researching a broad topic. Maybe you can go to something super specific. Like for me, if I wanted to do a website for a customer, maybe it won't be just websites for small businesses. Maybe it'll be a website for small business owners who are restaurant owners and they have bars. So any restaurant that is a bar in the Milwaukee area is who I can research. And that is something super specific that maybe the competition, maybe they have people who they may have customers who are bar owners in the Milwaukee area, but they cater to a lot of different people. So I can be very specific and have extensive knowledge about restaurant owners in the Milwaukee area who the restaurant also has bars in it. And I can be super specific, and I can give a lot more feedback and a lot of detail, and I can customize how I market to people in those specific niche areas. And I can give a lot more customized feedback to those people instead of having it being very general and very broad. And that's how I'll get over the competitiveness of a certain market, because it's always going to be competition, and you don't want to shy away from it. If there's a lot of people in a certain area, maybe that's why it's very competitive, because it's a lot of customers, it's a lot of people you can cater to. And thinking outside of the box and figuring out a way to make it happen is sometimes the best way to do it. You don't want to always shy away from that. You sometimes want to just dig in and figure out a way that you can take part of that market, and then you can keep expanding. Step 9, you want to learn from your feedback. So all of the information that you've gathered from your research, you want to make sure that you are getting that feedback and figuring out what can you do now. Like, what do I do with all of this information? What do I do with all of this information about my competition or about my specific market or niche? And this is key as well, because you can just do research and not get anything from it. So you want to make sure that you write down specific feedback that you're getting. Like, you notice that people in this market love email marketing. People respond very well to emails, or people are very accessible on social media. So maybe you need to set up a social media account for your business, or maybe you need to do email marketing and different things like that, to be very specific with your feedback. You want to make sure that you have a lot of details about this, and you're not just shying away from the details that you need to have. This can be, sometimes it can be daunting, and sometimes people can go overboard with it. You don't want to make this where you're taking a year to make all of this happen. You can take less than a week to do all of this. It's up to you to make this happen. So don't make it a daunting task. I'm not making it seem like it's such a daunting task that you have to do, that it can seem like a lot of work, but it's not. It's really beneficial in the end, because you really get to know who you're catering to, what customers you want to bring into your business, you're able to provide the product that they will want and that they will need. And it's very beneficial to you because then it's less work that you have to do on when it's months from now and you realize people actually didn't want this, they wanted something else. And so for your benefit, I would say do this. You don't have to take all day. You don't have to wait years or months to do this. You can actually do all of this within a week and have everything planned out. Step number 10, last and final step. You want to make tweaks to this. So as you're going, as you're developing, as you're doing, you want to make sure you tweak this business plan. It's not going to be the perfect business plan. So don't get that out of your head. Nothing is going to be perfect. There's always going to be something that you can improve, but you want to make sure that you are improving. You are getting more knowledgeable about a certain thing. You are doing more research. And when you do research, it's not just one time and then it's done. With internet, with everything that's going on, it's a fast-paced environment within the business world. And so things are changing constantly. And so you want to make sure that you are keeping up with those changes. You don't want to fall behind. That's how a lot of businesses fail, is because they fall behind. Things are changing too fast and they're not able to keep up with that. So you want to make sure you're constantly tweaking. Your customers could potentially love email. It's easy to get to them through email. And a year or two from now, a lot of people could start going to Facebook and wanting to be communicated through Facebook or through Instagram. And so you just want to make sure you keep up with those things and you know exactly the best way to communicate with your customers, the best way to cater to your specific niche market that you want to go into. So I hope you all enjoy. Take care, and I'm out.